Welcome back, folks. One more for the day. We have two examples in Congress, one from each house, of Democrats who have decided that they are no longer even going to try to hide their tyrant selves. First, Senator Feinstein has apparently sent a letter to ICE or to the president to tell ICE to let migrants, illegal immigrants, go. Basically telling them open the border to stop COVID-19. I say release them all back into their country instantly. Don't even detain them. We don't need to spend the money. But we also have Rashida Tlaib saying to follow your gut when it comes to going back to work. Literally saying it doesn't matter if your state government reopens. You should follow your gut and stay home and lose money and starve so that we can use you to demand Trump be not reelected. The fact that these idiots actually have the spine and the gumption to order the country to do things that are so dramatically wrong for the country shows that these are people who should not be janitors in a government building in Paducah, wherever Paducah is. Iowa, I think. Idaho, maybe. They should be kept as far from government service as possible. But, thanks to the indoctrination of the last 20 plus years in public education, we have people who actually get elected running on, I'm only going to tax the rich. I'm never going to tell people that the definition of rich is whatever I want. And when taxing billionaires doesn't work, we move to millionaires. Then we move to people making 100,000, then making 50, then making 30. Then screw it, we're going to tax anyone making a salary. They're never going to admit that they want to seize everything. AOC was part of a bill that, it was Ilhan Omar introduced a bill that would literally authorize the government to seize private property, ignoring that the Constitution quite literally says that we should not be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. And no, passing a law in Congress is not due process. Due process is being charged with a crime, tried for that crime, convicted of that crime, and sentenced for that crime. And no, being a landlord and being unwilling to spend thousands and thousands of dollars maintaining a property when you have none coming in is not a crime. I can tell you, the vast majority of landlords out there are good people. They're listening to their tenants and they're hearing, I don't have a job right now, and they're working with them. They're not just out there kicking people out onto the streets, but Democrats need you fooled. They need you to believe lies so that they can have their first incremental step to now we need to seize all rent homes because we have to run them fairly. Now we need to seize all homes because it's unfair that one person own a home and this other person rent. So we're going to seize all homes and all other residences so that everyone is a tenant of the government. Then they have to seize businesses. Then they seize public works. And by the end of it, we're living in Soviet Russia. I don't want that to happen. And for right now, it can't. But if they manage to steal power, meaning both houses of Congress and the White House, this November, they will begin voting in tyrannical law after tyrannical law. They will oust every judge that sides against them, actually saying the Constitution says you can't do this. When you can have a senator like Kamala Harris that when she sees this, calls it that book you hold. Senator Harris, this book is the United States Constitution. Also includes the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration actually starts off, if I can get to that page, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, A decent respect to the opinion of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impede them to their separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that to preserve these rights, governments are instituted among men. You know, in 1774, it was about a 3% stamp tax. If you've ever watched the old TV show, well, I'll say old, not so old, recent TV show, Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod Crane basically comes back to life due to being cursed and reacts to being taxed at nearly 8% for a cup of coffee, remarking that a revolution was sparked over a 3% tax. And you wonder why so many of us are not happy today, as we watch Democrat after Democrat after Democrat call for higher and higher and higher taxes so they can give away the farm to the lazy sheep who keep voting for them. There's nothing else I can say on this. Tlaib, Omar, AOC, Pelosi, Feinstein, Harris, Waters, all of them need to be booted out onto their butts come November. Sent packing to their luxury homes, because unfortunately we can't deny them their pension unless they are truly impeached and removed by law, not by the ballot. But sadly, the morons will re-elect them, because the morons will believe we just need to let them keep working. They're going to give us free, free, free. There's a great scene from an old movie. Who the hell is FICA and who said he could take my money? Kid getting his first paycheck. I remember that reaction. Granted, yeah, until you're 18 you get every cent back. But still, I don't understand how people can be so complacent as we watch our government seize more and more power and solidify more and more power in a push to subjugate this country and destroy everything my ancestors fought, bled, and died for. Many of your ancestors as well. We're watching as France, a country that helped us liberate ourselves from England, a country that we helped liberate from the Nazis, has now fallen to socialism. Germany is falling again to another moron. I really, really hope that people wake up before it's too late. But I've talked long enough. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, be civil. If any of the idiots I've talked about by name show up, I will be blunt, I will be very honest, I will simply not be vulgar. The rest of us can converse, discuss, and debate like civil adults. So please do so. Please also remember to like and share the video so that we can expand the conversation and grow the channel. I am doing the giveaway at 500, 1,000, and 1,500 subscribers. You'll want to be subscribed to be part of that. Until next time, be safe, smart, and healthy. Be careful, and everyone have a wonderful day.